I'm Savannah Bloch. I'm a director and co-writer of And Then There Was Eve.
Hey, I'm Colette Freedman. I'm the co-writer and one of the producers on And Then There Was Eve.
And also in the film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. She plays Marnie.
So, as far as being able to, you guys had a great showing in LA, but bringing this film to a southern audience, this has got to be something kind of different and exciting for you guys.
I'm very nervous. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not. I think it's a universal story. I think love and grief are two universal themes, and it doesn't matter where in America you are, people are going to respond to it.
I'm adopting that answer now.
Well, I mean, USC, you grew up in New York. I mean, y'all are meeting in the middle here in Texas. That's got to be kind of crazy. How did you guys meet in your journey?
I actually directed a play of Colette's in 2012 for the Hollywood Fringe Festival called Sister Cities, which then made its journey into a whole bigger thing. So that was really exciting. That's how I met Colette.
And we ended up in Texas because Jennifer Prince, one of our producers, is originally from Texas. So it was logical that we would end up here.
You know, the film touches on some really interesting issues. I don't want to give too much away, especially with the male character and what happens, but can you talk about making a film that does have appeal on so many different ways, and it's not just your typical film? There's a lot of twists and turns in this film.
I like to think that there's two viewings for this film. If you come in fresh without knowing anything, you get one fresh viewing where you see it from one person's perspective, and then you get a second viewing where you see it from a completely different person's perspective, which it was designed that way, and I think it worked. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we did something pretty ballsy, is that we mixed genres. So we did a psychological thriller and a love story, and they meld pretty well together. So depending on who you are as an audience member is which genre you respond more to when you watch the film.
Can you talk about casting? Because I think who you have in this film has been, I was really impressed when I got to watch it. I was blown away. Can you talk about finding the cast?
That was a long process. We actually post-production to find the right cast. You know, it's not just about finding those individuals, but it's about finding two people who work well together and that chemistry. So we did, you know, for the Eve character, we did a full worldwide search, and we were ready, both of us were ready to change and adapt the script to find that perfect person. So we would have changed age, we would have changed ethnicity. We wanted the perfect actress for the role, and we actually saw the two leads do a Skype audition together, and we felt the chemistry on screen then, and we knew. Yeah, Rachel actually was flown out from Appleton, Wisconsin, and Tanya is, even though local to LA, she's originally from New Zealand, so it took some work to find both of them.
Can you guys talk about the element of music not only being in the film, but also a part of the film, and the music behind the film? I was blown away by how the synergy of it all.
I gotta give a shout out to Bob Leidecker for that. He's an amazing composer who really just had fun with the score. I love jazz. I always wanted it to be a jazz score. We sort of started this in New Orleans, and it kind of made its way to be anywhere, but I think the evolution of jazz is like it's a lot about improv and sort of being in the moment, and kind of that's what is the story sort of about, is that you have to kind of roll with how things are going rather than be confined to a structure, and that's what jazz allows you to do, and I just love the way that jazz sounds.
And the fact that Rachel was an authentic musician, she could play the guitar and the piano, and that Tanya sang for the first time in this film and sang beautifully, that just contributed to the authenticity of the piece.
What's it mean to be in a festival that highlights women filmmakers and is something hopefully that, I mean, as Jacina said, something hopefully eventually will become obsolete, but right now is very important?
It's actually amazing. I'm so excited. You know, it's our producers, Jen Prince and Jennifer Weberly. It was a mission of theirs to be very inclusive, and you know, we had a female DP, we had female production designers, it was very like female behind the camera, and I think that really contributes to what you see on screen, and to represent that and that potential for storytelling here at a festival like this is just amazing.
And as producers, there's female producers all across the film.
There are, and we worked assiduously to make sure that we included everyone. And honestly, if it was between a woman and a man and they were equally qualified, we chose the woman. And we were really happy with who we chose.
Well, I was really impressed by the movie. I can't wait for people to see it, and I can't wait to see it on the big screen. I had to watch it on a little screen. So thank you guys so much for bringing